Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 21 of Battle for Max's Heart. Anyway, let's get started. Max's point of view. I was sleeping soundly until I heard someone whispering my name. My eyes shot open and I looked around the room. No one was there except for Jeff. I got out of bed and then I heard footsteps down the stairs. And I tiptoed downstairs. The footsteps stopped in front of the door. I ran before the person left. Hey, who are you? I said before I saw no one at the door downstairs. I opened the door and looked outside. No one was there. I looked around and closed the door slowly, and then I heard someone whisper from the living room. I walked slowly into the living room until I stopped and I heard a man talking. I can't do this, the man said. What is he thinking about? I thought. But I have to do this, he said. Then I heard a shotgun being reloaded. Then the loud bullet or a loud bang and a few broken bones. I screamed so loud that I woke everyone up, and Jeff ran up to me and hugged me. Jeff's point of view. I was sleeping soundly until I heard Max's scream. I ran downstairs as fast as I could. While I was downstairs, I found Max covering her ears and screaming on the floor. I ran to her and hugged her. It's okay. It's okay, I'm here, I said, trying to calm her. Slindy came downstairs with Ben and Jack. What happened? Slindy said. I heard she tried, but it started to hurt her head. But I had an idea. I ran to my room and grabbed Max's sketchbook. I ran quickly back downstairs and gave it to her. She started to draw what she saw. When she finished drawing two pictures, one with a guy reloading a shotgun and the other picture showing the guy with the same guy with a bullet through his head. She calmed down. I grabbed the sketchbook. I looked at them and showed them to Slindy. He took it and gave the sketchbook back to Max. Max, is this what you heard? He said, with a hint of worry. She nodded slowly. He sighed and walked up to her. She looked up and got up and walked out of the room. I ran up to her and grabbed her by the shoulders. Hey, I said. She didn't even look at me. What's wrong? I continued. She shook her head. I don't want to talk about it, she said. I looked at her and she looked like she wanted to cry. Max's point of view. I didn't want to know who that person was, but I knew who that person was. It was my cousin, Justin. He was there when I needed him the most, and he shot himself when he was 16. He was going through depression. When he died, I cried, but still heard his voice telling me that I have to be strong, and I know that he will always be there, even though he's not there. I started to cry a little, and Jeff pulled me into a hug. What's wrong? He said. That person that I drew, it was my cousin, I said, trying to stop crying. Really? He said, shocked. I nodded and walked to Jeff's bed. I tried to fall back to sleep, but Jeff kept poking me. I turned around to see Jeff smiling and pulled me closer to him. I tried to pull away, but he was too strong, and he had always put his arms around my waist. What is it, Jeff? I said. Why don't you tell us that it was your cousin? He said. 'Cause I didn't believe that I saw my cousin until I finished drawing the picture, I sighed. How do you know it was your cousin? He asked. He got shot in the same place where the bullet was. And that's when I heard the voice. I knew who it was. It was my cousin. Oh, then what happened to him? Jeff said. He committed suicide to himself. He was going through depression. I looked away. Why was he depressed? He said. I sighed. Can we talk about this tomorrow? Fine, but we have another problem, he said. What? I looked at him confused. Humans are getting killed one by one, he said. I didn't. Did you kill them? I said, no, it wasn't a pasta, he said. Then who? I said, confused. I don't know, but there are already 6 people dead. All strangled to death. Their head busted open, he said. 6 people? Who were they? I asked. 4 students from the high school. 2 teachers, he said. How did you find them? I asked. They were all found in the woods. And do you think, what could it be? He said. I sighed. Jeff, they're human sacrifices. Anyway, that's the ending of this chapter. If you guys want more Jeff the Killer love stories out there, or any creepypasta fanfictions out there, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, bye!